In the old, the altar was not a space to beg for what you wanted. The altar was a space to leave your very best, surrender it to God, and say, do what you will. I know a lot of you go to the altar for that reason, for things that you need, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I want to remind you of the space that the altar was at first created for. It was, God, here it is if you want it. It was, God, here's my cigarettes if you want them. And maybe you're not convicted of that, but maybe it's, God, here's these bad relationships. God, here's this idol. Here's this thing. And I know it's hard for me to lay it here, but that's why I'm laying it here, because it's the best thing that I got right now. That's the altar. And I know that a lot of times we use it for healing, which is beautiful. Nothing wrong with that. We use it for prayer. Nothing wrong with that. But when you go to that altar, I want to ask you, do you ever think about leaving the best things there? And sometimes that can be the things that worry you most, honey. Like, say you worry about your mama all the time. What if you left that with God? What if you said, my mama's the best thing I got, and I leave her here with you, and that means that not only do I not have to worry, but I'm giving you this so that you can handle it. I trust you with my best. Is it your marriage that you're worried about? Going to the altar and begging for it is one thing, and that's okay, but going to the altar and leaving it is trust. It's leaving it at the altar and saying, God, this is my very best thing that I have, but I trust you with it. The altar is a beautiful space for all of these things, and none of them are wrong. But I just want to implore to you today, what might happen if you left your very best? If you went to the altar and you said, you know what, God? I can't do the drinking no more. You know what, God? It's the best thing I got for my anxiety right now, but God, I just give it to you. Or God, you know what? The drugs, the whatever it is, God, I know that it's helped me through thus far, but God, it's going to kill me. And it feels like my best, but I'm going to leave it for you. And all that I got right now is these 3 needles to leave you, and that's what I got, and I'm going to leave you my best. Because in your mind, that is your best. Maybe your best is laying down your worry. Maybe your best is because God knows you love to worry, you wouldn't do it so much. You know? And we can all relate in some way to your very best thing on the altar, like Isaac. But always remember that God always sends the ram, okay? The altar is a space for all of these, but it is a space of surrender. And when you surrender, if you only knew that it wasn't a space of harm, but a space of total freedom, you would do it a lot more. Here's to the altar and what it means.